Good morning, family. Out in the woods again on a beautiful Sunday morning. Sky's gonna be good today to us, so that's good. But walking through the woods, I come across this little guy right here, and ain't much dirt, but guess what? He's still growing on a rock. That always impresses me. Even when walking through a parking lot at a store, and you look down, you'll see a little bit of green peeping up through a crack. It doesn't take much. All it needs is a little bit to survive, and God has planted us in our place for a reason. Too many times we have reason to complain. A lot of times good reasons, but sometimes not good reasons. But we'll complain about, I don't know why I'm here in this place. I wish I could be here or there, or so many things we could wish for or long for to be different in our lives. But you know what? God's planted us here for a reason. He's put us right where we're supposed to be. And there's something to be said for that. I've said it probably 3 weeks in a row now about God has plans for us, and that's the that couldn't be truer. And I'm going to drive that home till the day I die, that God has plans for you. God has plans for me, and it doesn't matter where the seed's falling in our life. I think of a parable where Jesus talks about the four soils. It just where he scatters the seed, and some lands on the good soil, some lands on a rock, some lands in the path, and some my brain just went crazy. But anyhow, it's a good story. It's a good parable, and it talks about where different seeds fall, and it's us. The seeds are us, But here's the thing. As far as the soil goes, what I've learned is the soil it needs cultivated. No matter what, for a seed to grow, you got to do something with the soil for the seed to grow. So in our lives, we're supposed to be producing fruit. A tree is known by its fruit. What kind of fruit are we producing? Well, you don't understand. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere on a rock. That little guy right there, he's still growing, and he's just a little bitty thing, But yet he's persevering. That's what we're called to do, is persevere, push through the hard times. It's not going to always be a bed of roses. We've learned that over the past few months. But at the end of the day, we got to understand that God is good, and He has a purpose in all of it. I stand by this little guy here, but show you this one. This guy, he's been here probably longer than me, and he grew through a rock, and he split a rock. I mean, that blows my mind. That's one that didn't give up right there. And he's all the way up there. But I just challenge you to think of your little ones today, whether your kids or just kids that God's placed in your life. They're looking up to you one way or another. We got this little spraggly thing right here that's trying to grow in a rock that I showed at the beginning. It's right beside this big thing. So maybe he's like, hey, if this guy can do it, maybe I can too. And I even go further, say not even just kids, just whoever God put in your life, be that example of that. Hey, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to do it right. If God's put me on this place for His purpose, then let's get on with it, because life's too short. Too many times we waste our days on frivolous things, things that don't really matter, things that'll be forgotten about in a year or two. It just how many times do we stress and worry and fret over things that a year later we don't even remember that we worried about. That's some crazy stuff. But the devil will get in your mind, and he'll cause you to distractions in your life. He'll cause worries in your life. He'll cause all kind of things to come up that ain't even real sometimes. I even say the word real. Just things that all the what ifs and what could be's and scenarios. We got to get to the point where we just trust in the Lord and deal with real world stuff. What is here, what is now. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Jesus said that. It's true. Worrying don't get us anywhere. I know sometimes that we're concerned about things, and that's human nature. It's okay to be concerned. It's okay to care, but at the end of the day, we got to trust the Lord that He's going to bring us out on the other end of it in a good way. Something that's going to bring glory to God Almighty, something that's going to bring people to Himself. I think about this virus, and I can't help but be thankful of all the stories I've heard over the past few weeks of people that have come close to the Lord, that people have have had life changing, eternity changing decisions that they made. It's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you now that there's nothing more beautiful than that. Jesus said that the angels rejoice over one who turns and comes to Him. That's our mission. I don't know where you're at in life, and that's okay. It's one of those things when I'm gonna be honest here for a minute. When I answered the call to the New Galilee Church, it wasn't one of those things where I'm just going to be a pastor to the people that come inside the building. That's not what we're called to be as pastors. I've learned that we're called to be a pastor to anybody, and yeah. God planted me in New Galilee. I don't know where you're sitting right now watching this or whatever. I don't know. But God has called you to your place right now, and God's called you to be a difference maker. God's called you to be a life changer. God's called you to make a difference in your world. I could just be easy as like, well, if you come in the building, then I'll be your pastor. Well, I ain't a pastor to nobody right now if that's my mindset. God called us to get outside of the building, to get outside of the box. I don't even own a box anymore. I think it got thrown away, but that's okay because we're out here. We're in the world. We're called to go. we're a sent people. I've heard that. I've been told that we are a sent people. Matthew 5 says, "You are the salt of the earth." Next verse, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hill that cannot be hidden." That's what happens when you have the light of Jesus Christ in your life. There's nothing that you can't do for Him. Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ, through Him who strengthens me." Capital H, Him who strengthens me. That's just some verses that come to mind this morning when I think about that. Go back to this tree that growed out of a rock that broke a rock. He broke the mold. He says, "I'm not just going to stay a little tree. I'm going to be a big tree like all these other trees in the thing and in the woods." And that's yeah. There's something to be said for that. It's a simple, maybe even a silly illustration this morning, but you know what? Once again, there's that song, "On Christ the solid rock I stand," and I'm telling you what, there's trees that are all laying on the ground over here, pieces that fell. There's one right up there that fell not too long ago. But yet here's this one that's on the rock. It's standing the test of time so far. And look out, And what's crazy, I know I'm moving the camera around a lot this morning, but see there's a root right there coming out of the rock. Man, that's what God had in store. I'm sure it wasn't easy to get the root over here because the tree's over there, but you know what? It happened. He persevered. I spoke on this not long ago. It says in Corinthians, it says, "Oppressed but not crushed, persecuted not abandoned, struck down but not destroyed." Blessed people we are. Maybe yeah, you are a little hard pressed on every side this morning. That's that's a hard go, But no, you got people around you that love you. You got people around you that care. Reach out. There's good people in your life that God put there for a reason. Or maybe you're the person that can encourage right now and can give or can help in some way. Let's be that. Let's be the example. Be like the big tree, I guess. It's good stuff. But anyhow, I gotta get out of the woods and get ready for today. Having drive in church again today. So if you can, 1 o'clock, you can drive on down and sit in your car and see what's going on. You can listen on the radio, 99.3 FM, 12:30 AM, and 1460 AM. WBVP is good people. They've really worked with us on this stuff, and I'm grateful for it. Again, BeaverCountyRadio.com. If you ain't around the area and you want to listen in, a lot of people have asked about that. There it is. If you go on the home page, you click on the Listen Now button. You can hear what's going on. Might be a little commercial before it goes to what we do, but yeah, it's it's exciting. Something that I never would have thought of. But anyhow, here we are, and we're going forward. So anyhow, God bless your family, and I love you. Take care.